After the age of 75, one quiet change begins happening inside the body that most people never notice until it is already affecting their daily lives. It does not arrive with pain, it does not send a warning. Instead, it slowly steals strength from your legs, weakens your grip, makes climbing stairs feel harder than it did a year ago, and turns simple activities into exhausting tasks. Many people assume this is simply part of getting older. They believe that if they continue eating enough protein, especially eggs, every morning, everything will be fine. But what if that belief is only part of the story? What if there is another piece of the puzzle that almost nobody is talking about? Recent research suggests that after 75, your muscles no longer respond to protein the way they once did. You may still be eating foods that served you well for decades, yet your body may no longer be using them with the same efficiency. That means you could be doing everything you think is right while still watching your strength gradually disappear. The surprising part is that the solution may not involve eating more protein at all. Instead, it may come from combining protein with certain fruits that naturally help your muscles respond better. These fruits contain nutrients that improve circulation, reduce hidden inflammation, and help muscle cells receive the signals they need to repair themselves. That combination can make a remarkable difference over time. Stay with us because each fruit on this list becomes more impressive than the last, and one of them has shown such unexpected results that researchers were genuinely surprised by what they discovered. Before revealing the strongest one, let's begin with a fruit that most people rarely think about, even though it quietly supports muscle health in several important ways. Jackfruit is enormous on the outside, but often overlooked in everyday diets. Many people have walked past it at the grocery store without giving it a second glance. Yet hidden inside this tropical fruit is a combination of nutrients that can help aging muscles work more efficiently. While it does contain protein, that alone is not what makes it valuable. What truly matters is how its natural nutrients work together to support muscle repair. As the body ages, muscles become less responsive to the protein found in ordinary meals. Scientists call this reduced responsiveness one of the biggest reasons older adults continue losing muscle despite eating enough every day. Jackfruit offers more than protein because it also provides potassium, magnesium, and vitamin B6. These nutrients each play a unique role. Potassium helps muscles contract properly and supports healthy nerve communication. Without enough of it, muscles can become weak and cramp more often, especially during the night. Magnesium helps muscles relax after movement and supports recovery following even gentle exercise like walking or stretching. Vitamin B6 assists the body in using protein more effectively instead of allowing it to pass through without delivering its full benefit. Together, these nutrients create an environment where protein becomes more useful. Some researchers have found that older adults who regularly included jackfruit as part of a balanced diet experienced improvements in grip strength over several months. Grip strength may seem like a small detail, but it often reflects overall muscle health. People with stronger grip strength generally maintain greater independence as they age because the muscles throughout the body tend to remain stronger as well. The beauty of jackfruit is that it can fit easily into everyday meals. Young jackfruit has a mild flavor and absorbs seasonings well, making it suitable for warm dishes. The ripe version is naturally sweet and blends smoothly into breakfast drinks alongside bananas or yogurt. Because it is so versatile, adding it to meals several times each week requires very little effort. Even better, pairing it with foods naturally rich in vitamin C may help the body absorb and use its nutrients more effectively. That means something as simple as adding a squeeze of lemon or enjoying it with fresh berries can increase its overall value. Yet impressive as jackfruit may be, it only prepares us for what comes next. The next fruit delivers even more protein while also helping calm one of the biggest hidden enemies of healthy muscles after the age of 75. That hidden enemy is long-lasting inflammation. Unlike the swelling you notice after an injury, this type often develops quietly over many years. You cannot see it, but it gradually interferes with your body's ability to repair itself. Even when enough protein is available, inflammation can prevent muscles from fully responding, leading to continued weakness despite good eating habits. This is where guava begins to stand apart. At first glance, guava appears to be just another tropical fruit. It is colorful, sweet, and refreshing. Few people realize that it contains an unusually high amount of protein compared with most other fruits. Even more important, it is packed with natural plant compounds that help calm inflammation. Researchers studying healthy aging have paid close attention to one of these compounds because it appears to support muscle preservation in older adults. When inflammation decreases, muscles can focus more energy on rebuilding rather than simply defending themselves. This allows protein from meals to contribute more effectively to maintaining strength. Guava also provides an extraordinary amount of vitamin C, far more than many people expect from such a small fruit. Vitamin C does far more than support the immune system. It also plays an essential role in producing collagen, the structural material that helps keep muscles, tendons, and joints working together. Strong muscles rely on healthy connective tissue. Without enough collagen, movement becomes less stable, recovery slows down, and injuries become more common. That is why vitamin C becomes increasingly valuable later in life. Eating guava requires almost no preparation. Many people simply wash it and enjoy it fresh, including the skin, which contains many of its beneficial nutrients. Others slice it into oatmeal, yogurt, or smoothies to create a satisfying breakfast that supports muscle health from the very beginning of the day. Some people even enjoy eating it shortly before light exercise because combining nutritious foods with physical activity may help muscles make better use of available nutrients. As simple as guava seems, it demonstrates an important lesson. Sometimes the most powerful health improvements come not from expensive products or complicated routines, but from ordinary foods used consistently. However, if you think guava is impressive, the next fruit introduces something even more unusual. It contains a natural compound linked to the tiny energy centers inside every muscle cell, and what researchers observed after studying it has changed the way many people think about healthy aging. The next fruit is rarely the first one people think about when discussing strength or healthy aging, yet its nutritional profile has earned growing attention from researchers who study how muscles change later in life. Dried mulberries may be small, but what they contain makes them surprisingly powerful. Most people know them only as a naturally sweet snack, never realizing they provide an unusual combination of protein, iron, fiber, and protective plant compounds that work together in ways few other fruits can match. For someone over the age of 75, that combination may be far more valuable than it first appears. Building muscle is not only about eating protein. Your muscles also need oxygen to carry nutrients where they are needed most. That is where iron becomes incredibly important. Iron helps red blood cells transport oxygen throughout the body, ensuring that every muscle fiber receives the fuel it needs to repair itself after movement. Without enough oxygen, muscles become tired more quickly, recover more slowly, and gradually lose their ability to remain strong. Many older adults have iron levels that are lower than they realize. Even mild shortages can affect energy, balance, and endurance without causing obvious symptoms. Dried mulberries help address this by offering both protein and iron together, allowing these nutrients to complement one another naturally. But the most fascinating part of dried mulberries is something most people have never heard of. Hidden inside them is a natural compound that has attracted significant attention because of the way it supports healthy aging. This compound appears to encourage muscle cells to function more like younger cells. Instead of allowing them to slow down with age, it helps protect them from everyday damage while supporting the tiny structures inside each cell that produce energy. Think of every muscle cell as a small factory. Inside that factory are countless miniature power stations responsible for generating the energy needed to walk, climb stairs, stand from a chair, or carry groceries. As the years pass, many of these power stations begin working less efficiently. The result is familiar to millions of older adults. Tasks that once felt effortless suddenly leave them tired. Recovery takes longer, endurance fades. Even when motivation remains high, the body simply refuses to cooperate the way it once did. Scientists have observed that some of the natural compounds found in dried mulberries may help these tiny power stations continue functioning more effectively. While no food can completely stop aging, supporting these energy-producing systems may help muscles maintain their performance longer than they otherwise would. That is one reason researchers continue studying foods like mulberries so closely. They offer more than calories. They provide tools that help the body protect itself from gradual decline. Another advantage is convenience. Unlike foods requiring preparation or cooking, dried mulberries are ready to eat immediately. They fit easily into breakfast, salads, yogurt, or homemade trail mixes. They also travel well, making them a simple snack to keep nearby throughout the day. Pairing them with foods naturally rich in vitamin C may help improve iron absorption even further, allowing the body to make better use of every serving. These small choices may seem insignificant on their own, yet over months and years they can gradually contribute to stronger muscles and greater independence. Imagine someone who once struggled to rise from a chair, now standing with less effort. Imagine climbing a flight of stairs without stopping halfway to catch your breath. Those improvements rarely happen overnight. Instead, they result from many consistent decisions repeated day after day. Nutrition plays an important role in that process, especially when combined with regular movement, adequate rest, and a balanced lifestyle. Still, remarkable as dried mulberries may be, they are not the most surprising fruit on this list. The next one often sparks confusion because many people forget it is actually a fruit at all. They see it as a topping for toast or an ingredient in salads, but few recognize its unique ability to help muscles receive nutrients more efficiently. That fruit is avocado, and its greatest strength has very little to do with protein alone. Most people immediately think about healthy fats when avocado is mentioned, and they are correct. However, those healthy fats serve a purpose that extends far beyond heart health. Every muscle cell is surrounded by a delicate outer layer that controls what enters and leaves the cell. As people grow older, these protective layers gradually become less flexible. When that happens, nutrients have a harder time reaching the places where they are needed. Protein may still be present after every meal, but getting it inside aging muscle cells becomes less efficient than before. Healthy fats found naturally in avocado help support these protective layers, keeping them more flexible and allowing nutrients to move through them more effectively. In simple terms, avocado may help your muscles make better use of the healthy foods you are already eating. Researchers following thousands of older adults over several years noticed something interesting. Individuals who included avocado regularly as part of an overall healthy eating pattern tended to maintain better physical function compared with those who rarely ate it. They often performed better during tests measuring balance, walking speed, and overall mobility. These findings suggest that the quality of foods eaten alongside protein may influence muscle health just as much as the amount of protein itself. Avocado also supplies generous amounts of potassium, an essential mineral involved in muscle contractions and healthy nerve communication. Anyone who has experienced painful nighttime leg cramps understands how important proper potassium intake can be. Healthy muscles depend on smooth communication between nerves and muscle fibers. Potassium helps keep that communication working properly, reducing the likelihood of unwanted cramping while supporting normal movement throughout the day. Another benefit comes from powerful natural antioxidants found within avocado. Everyday life exposes muscle cells to stress from normal metabolism, physical activity, and the aging process itself. Antioxidants help protect cells from this ongoing wear and tear, allowing them to recover more efficiently between daily activities. Over time, that protection may help preserve strength and support healthier muscles well into later life. Perhaps the greatest advantage of avocado is its simplicity. There is almost nothing easier to prepare. Slice one open, remove the pit, and enjoy it with a spoon. Spread it on whole grain toast, blend it into smoothies for extra creaminess, or add cubes to salads and soups. Many people also enjoy combining avocado with eggs, creating a meal that provides both high-quality protein and healthy fats working together instead of competing with one another. Timing may matter as well. After physical activity, muscles become especially receptive to nutrients. Whether the activity involves walking, gardening, light resistance exercises, or simply staying active throughout the day, enjoying nutrient-rich foods afterward may help support recovery more effectively. That makes avocado an excellent addition to meals following movement. Yet even avocado is not the final surprise. The number one fruit has captured attention because researchers observed something that challenged long held beliefs about how older muscles repair themselves. What they discovered may completely change the way you think about supporting strength after the age of 70-5. Now, we arrive at the fruit that surprised researchers more than any other. It does not look extraordinary sitting on a grocery store shelf. It is inexpensive, easy to carry, and often ignored in favor of more fashionable foods. Yet dried apricots contain a remarkable combination of nutrients that may help aging muscles repair themselves more effectively than many people ever imagined. For years, scientists believed that once muscle building processes slowed after the age of 70, there was very little nutrition alone could do to change that pattern. Recent findings have challenged that belief. While no single food can reverse aging, certain natural compounds appear capable of supporting the body's own repair systems in ways that were once thought impossible. Dried apricots are rich in beta-carotene, potassium, iron, copper, fiber, and beneficial plant compounds that work together rather than separately. That teamwork is what makes them so valuable. One nutrient supports healthy circulation. Another helps protect muscle tissue from damage. Others assist the body's natural repair mechanisms while contributing to stronger connective tissues that keep muscles attached securely to bones. Together, they create an environment where muscles are better equipped to recover after daily activity. One of the most exciting discoveries involves tiny repair cells that remain quietly attached to muscle fibers throughout life. You can think of these as the body's emergency maintenance crew. When muscles become damaged from normal activity, these cells awaken, multiply, and help repair weakened tissue. The challenge is that with advancing age, these repair cells become less active. They respond more slowly and in smaller numbers, making it increasingly difficult to replace muscle that is naturally lost over time. Researchers studying healthy aging noticed that certain nutrients found in dried apricots appeared to encourage these repair systems to become more active again. Although the body's response varies from person to person, the findings offered genuine hope that nutrition may play a larger role in preserving strength than previously believed. Participants who regularly included these nutrients as part of a balanced eating pattern demonstrated measurable improvements in walking speed, leg strength, and the ability to stand from a seated position without assistance. Those improvements represent far more than numbers on a research chart. They translate directly into greater independence. They mean climbing stairs with more confidence, carrying groceries without struggling, and continuing to enjoy everyday activities that many people fear losing as they grow older. Dried apricots also stand out because of their impressive potassium content. Potassium is essential for the electrical signals that tell muscles when to tighten and when to relax. Without enough of it, muscles can feel sluggish, weak, or prone to uncomfortable cramps. Maintaining healthy potassium levels helps support smoother movement, better coordination, and stronger muscle contractions throughout the day. Alongside potassium comes copper, a mineral that rarely receives much attention but quietly performs an important task. Copper contributes to the formation of connective tissues that support muscles, tendons, and ligaments. Strong muscles alone are not enough if the structures connecting them become weak. Supporting both muscles and connective tissue creates a more complete foundation for lifelong mobility. One reason dried apricots are so practical is their simplicity. They require no cooking, no complicated preparation, and no expensive equipment. A small handful makes an easy snack between meals. They can also be chopped into oatmeal, stirred into yogurt, mixed with nuts, or softened with warm water for those who prefer a gentler texture. Choosing naturally dried varieties without unnecessary preservatives may help preserve more of their beneficial nutrients, while adding dried apricots alone will not transform health overnight. Making them part of an overall balanced eating pattern can become another small habit that supports strength over time. That is perhaps the biggest lesson from everything you've heard today. Healthy aging rarely depends on one dramatic change. Instead, it grows from dozens of consistent choices repeated day after day. Each healthy meal, each short walk, each stretch, each good night's sleep, and each nutrient-rich snack adds another brick to the foundation, supporting your future independence. Many people spend years searching for complicated answers, while overlooking simple foods that have been available all along. Nature often provides remarkable nutrition inside ordinary ingredients that do not require expensive labels or elaborate marketing campaigns. The goal is not perfection. No one needs to eat every one of these fruits every single day. What matters is creating variety and giving your body access to different nutrients that work together to support muscle health from multiple directions. Jackfruit offers valuable protein along with minerals that assist muscle function. Guava helps reduce hidden inflammation while supplying extraordinary amounts of vitamin C. Dried mulberries contribute protein, iron, and protective compounds that help support energy production inside muscle cells. Avocado provides healthy fats that improve the movement of nutrients into aging muscles while delivering generous amounts of potassium and antioxidants. Dried apricots complete the picture by supporting the body's natural repair systems and providing additional minerals that strengthen both muscles and the tissues surrounding them. Together, these foods remind us that maintaining strength after 75 is not simply about eating larger portions of protein. It is about helping the body use that protein more effectively. That small difference changes everything. The stronger your muscles remain, the easier everyday life becomes. Standing from a chair feels effortless instead of difficult. Walking becomes enjoyable rather than exhausting. Balance improves, confidence returns, and independence lasts longer. Those are goals worth pursuing at any age. The journey towards stronger muscles does not begin next month or next year. It begins with the next meal you choose. Every healthy decision creates another opportunity for your body to respond, adapt, and become a little stronger than it was yesterday. Even if you have already noticed some loss of strength, it is never too late to begin supporting your muscles with better nutrition and consistent movement. Small improvements accumulate. Weeks become months, months become years, and those steady habits often produce results far greater than anyone expects at the beginning. Your future strength is being built by the choices you make today, and every bite has the potential to move you one step closer to staying active, capable, and independent for many years to come.